It's
It's
Thursday,
Thursday.
January
I was gonna
13th.
say my headphones were filled with a loud noise that I was not a fan of. It is Thursday. It's Thursday night. All ye critters,
Yeah.
come join us. It's time to continue our play.
All right, Mr.
Could be magic
Nightmare
and
Before
mystery
Christmas.
and darkness. Who knows? He might.
Anyways,
I'm singing the Critical Role theme for anybody who actually cares.
oh, I thought it was like some
No,
freaking
that's
Nightmare Before Christmas.
the new intro thing that I sent you however
I
long ago.
I I I remember.
Those
Yeah,
are
I
the
remember
lyrics, yeah.
actually.
I bump it all the time.
That's funny.
It's a fantastic pep up song. It's only a minute
You
and a
know-
half, but I just put it on repeat.
So, I don't know if I should start with this.
Start with why not?
Okay.
What you got?
Did you hear that Bob Saget died?
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Rip.
Dude, I grew up watching Full House
I
and
think we all- I
America's
think-
Funniest Videos.
I think everybody of our
I think everybody did.
generation age did.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way that this is true. He's too young. He's only 65. Dude, he looked really good.
Yeah.
And he had posted on his Instagram like the day before,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Well, he was just
Well-
found.
in a hotel room.
Yeah.
Who knows what happened to him?
They haven't released it yet. Two legends gone within like a couple weeks. First we had Betty White. Like
Yeah,
2
I
weeks
don't-
away from turning 100.
which is insane.
Yep.
Living to 100 nowadays is crazy.
And then like all of the like the magazines and newspapers that like interviewed her and she like wrote little things for like was already done.
Mm.
So like
For the 100 years?
Yeah, they released some of it already, like the cover photos and all that. So rip.
Dang. That's crazy. Yeah, it's weird when these celebrities that you grew up watching, they disappear, they die. It's just like,
Yeah, I mean it's like in the moment you're like, whoa, damn. But then I feel like you can just flip a switch on it.
yeah, it doesn't like affect
Like
your
remember
daily
when Paul
life.
Walker
but
died and everybody
Yeah,
was
that
so
was-
distraught, but then immediately
that's-
everybody just went back to
yeah.
their lives like a couple days later.
Yeah, I
that
mean that's
didn't
how it
know him.
is. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever
But,
been
like-
really shocked with a celebrity death. Besides, like,
Wha-
maybe Kobe. Kobe, because it was just so surprising.
Dude, Kobe was devastating.
I remember hearing
Holy
about Paul
crap.
Walker, and I remember getting a text message about Kobe while I was driving. I was like, what? No.
Dude, I think I was on YouTube or something, and I saw this thing that was like live stream Kobe helicopter crash, like all this
Yeah.
stuff, and I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
So I clicked it, and then this guy was like doing all this research and like going through all the annals of information, and I was just like,
Yeah.
dang, this
Yeah.
is really real.
Yeah.
Like his helicopter really did crash, and like he died. So
And, like, 9 other people,
well, yeah, of course,
including his daughter.
which is so sad.
Yeah.
Like she was so young. So
Wasn't she, like,
yeah,
I can't remember. Was she the
She was, like,
only?
13,
Well,
I
she was,
think.
like, she was the one that was in the basketball, too, wasn't she?
yeah,
Because he has,
She was-
he has
she was
3
gonna go
daughters.
far.
He had 3 daughters.
yeah. So yeah, man. I mean, it's just it hits different when it's like a celebrity or like a personality that you kind of grew up with and that you follow, and it's like you don't necessarily follow all the aspects of their life, but it's just like when they die, you're just like, you take a moment, you're like, dang,
Yeah.
that sucks. Like, I'm gonna miss them.
Like Bob
You know, it's-
Saget, I'm like, I didn't really follow his comedy career. Like, I only
No,
really
no.
knew him from Full House, and I knew he did, like, other,
Yeah,
like, he's done other shows and stuff, and I think he was on tour. That's why he was in a hotel room.
yeah. He was on
So,
tour.
It's
And
like,
he had,
I
like,
didn't
just
really
finished the set, like,
follow him, so
the
I
night
only knew
before.
him as freaking Danny Tanner or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't follow his comedy stuff either, but I don't know. He was always just a guy that I liked, you know?
I didn't know enough about him outside of Full House to be able to make a... Because, like, I've heard people say, like, oh, he's just an asshole. Like,
Yeah.
in real life. Like, I've heard stories like that, and I've heard stories, oh, no, he was a real nice, great comedian guy or whatever, but it's like, You get stories like that from everybody.
He looked really good for his age too,
Yeah.
which is kind of crazy. I mean, when you got money, it's just like it's kind of easy. But
Well, yeah. Who knows if that was his actual hair color?
I mean, definitely not.
But
definitely not.
he didn't want to go the Silver Fox route.
Yeah, probably just wasn't a good look.
Because he can't be as pretty as John Stamos.
Oh yeah, rip, dude.
Yeah,
Anyways, going away from celebrity deaths.
away from it. What is a celebrity death that would shock you?
Okay, that's a good
would,
question.
And would like fuck
devastate
with you.
me?
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, like anybody from the Red Hot
I was
Chili
gonna
Peppers,
say, what if tomorrow John Frusciante was dead?
dude, I'd be like, frick, man. I mean, it wouldn't affect me too much because, like, as of recent years, I haven't really followed him too much.
Yeah.
But like
The
back when I was,
potential of new Chili Peppers stuff with John would be gone.
yeah, and I mean, ever since Stadium Arcadium. Well, okay, no, get what was it? With Me or Get With Me? What is it? I don't. What was
I
their?
cannot recall.
What was their freaking album called?
Let's
The
look.
2010 one. 2010 RCP.
2010.
It was
They
called.
had an album in 2000. You mean 2011?
Yeah.
I'm With You.
I'm With You, not Get With Me.
It's. I mean, that's what.
It's close enough.
You say Get With Me, and they would say I'm With You.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that was probably like the last album I really cared about.
Yeah.
And then like their newest one, which was like I don't even know.
The Getaway was good. There's some
Getaway,
good songs
yeah,
on
that's
there.
what The Getaway, I didn't really listen to it all that much. I didn't really care for it.
It's got some good songs on there.
Yeah, The Getaway, Dark Necessities, Sick Love. I like those songs.
Yeah. Well, Dark Necessities was the hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really care for any of them except for Sick Love and Dark Necessities. Those are the only two. Yeah, the other ones were kind of mid. But yeah, if John Frusciante or any of the Chili Peppers really, it would be sad.
Yeah.
I would shed a tear at least. Cuz I mean, I grew up listening to them ever since I was like 12.
Yeah.
You know, I was introduced to Stadium Arcadium by a friend of mine I had. He lived down the street and we were in like 7th grade or something like that. And he came over and I think like he showed me or something like that. And like I didn't really care about it at first, but then as time went on, like I listened to more and more and more, and like that's all I would listen to. And yeah, so then I went to go to listen to like Californication, By the Way, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, like all their earlier stuff, and I was just in love, dude. I was so entranced with all their songs. Like I would want to learn them. I mean, I never really like put too much effort into learning the songs because I was not that great at guitar, and I don't know. But over the years, like I would take influence from like I would learn a bunch of John Frusciante songs, and I would take influence from that. And when it came to writing my own songs, a lot of the early Chili Pepper stuff, like By the Way, Californication era, like that really influenced my own songwriting. So yeah, it would be kind of devastating, but I wouldn't lose sleep over it. That's for sure, because it's, you know, it is what it is. It's not like it's my mom or my brother or my sister or something like that.
Yeah,
that's different.
Yeah.
And it's not like I idolize these people. I mean, at one point, you know, it might have been like an obsession, but you know, I don't tend to like idolize celebrities or anything like that. I don't really have any heroes per se. Or like role models. Either.
I just have people whose creativity I enjoy.
Yeah.
And would miss.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really have a celebrity obsession, like with like a fixated, like, oh, I want to be like that person.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like.
I mean, I've had my like my influences of like style and music and stuff like that through like movie characters or people that I found interesting, but it's like that's that's what those characters are for. If it's written right, of course you're going to be influenced by them because you like them so much. But and if you can find yourself in those characters, but it's like I've never found that with probably with like people.
Yeah.
Like Dave Grohl, great guy.
He's insane.
Does some
dude.
great
like,
things, but like
he-
I'm not gonna
he's
be
something
like
else.
I want to dress like Dave Grohl.
I mean, you just wear black t-shirt.
You wear a black t-shirt,
jeans.
black pants, and some Vans, or you wear a flannel and like a necklace with your little cross on it.
Yeah.
But like maybe if we lost Grohl, that'd be big.
That would be
That would be huge.
I mean, for like the rock
The
world.
tent pole in modern rock, one of the tent poles of modern rock, still pushing at not one of the older groups like Metallica.
Dude,
who have been
are
tent
they even
poles.
still doing
yeah.
stuff?
They're touring
Holy
for
crap.
their 40th anniversary right now.
That's insane.
Yeah.
What about like Led Zeppelin? They're not doing anything. Are
They disbanded a long time ago when
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
Bonham died.
they? I never followed them. So
Yeah, their drummer died. So
remember that one time at the Foo Fighters concert, you were like Charlie or something like that, and I was like, who's that?
Oh, because Charlie Watts had died, the drummer
Yeah.
for Rolling Stones. And
Yeah.
Taylor's kick drum picture was of Charlie Watts, I believe.
And then you're like, dude, are you stupid? Like, you're gonna say
Well,
who's
because
that?
everyone was like, "Oh, it's for Charlie," and then you very loudly in the pit of a rock concert, surrounded by fans of that kind of music, go, "Who's Charlie?" And I was like, I hope nobody picks a fight with you because they're
Yeah,
drunk
no,
or high.
It was fine.
I would have been
Dude,
like,
do you remember that?
he said that, not me.
You remember that one guy with the spiky hair?
Yeah, he had the Everlong going.
Yeah, that was funny. Speaking about music, actually, the entire like last couple of days, I've just been recording with Elijah.
Yeah, I saw that on your
We're-
story. What's he? What's he here for? Is he just visiting?
He's here
or what?
for a bachelor party for one of his friends. He's going up north tomorrow. He's taking a flight. But before that, he had like a couple of days down here. So the last couple of days, he came over and we were recording. We have 5 songs. He's gonna he's releasing an EP, and yeah, I'm producing it. So
There
it's
you
gonna be
go.
sick.
There you go.
I'll probably hop on one of the tracks, but other than that, it's all him.
Do what you love. Do what you love. Do what you love.
Dude, but these songs are insane. Like, I can't show you just yet because they're like still very
Did you put
rough,
one of them
but-
on the drive?
okay. That might have been an accident.
I think it was because it's like just a random track.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
like,
I think
did he
what
put
happened
this in
was
here for me to use? But it just has Elijah doing his phonetics. Because he
His
didn't like the
phonetics?
lyrics weren't in there, but he was doing the phonetics of how
Oh,
the
you mean
flow
like the
would go.
mumbling?
Yeah, the phonetics
yeah.
for
Yeah, I
I
got you.
Can Dream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
I,
did he put this in here like another song? I'm like, wait, that's Elijah, just mumbling.
yeah. I
Oh,
tried
it's
to
like a temp
delete it,
track,
but
and I was like, I'm not gonna use that.
yeah, I tried to delete it, but I couldn't do it on my phone.
Oh no, it
But
just
I think
disappeared.
I might have accidentally I just deleted it. I think I might have accidentally added that in there
Into the wrong
when I
one.
was transferring stuff to the drive.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to get it to his files. But yeah, I mean, we're it's gonna be sick, dude. It's 5 songs. Like, they're all very short. It's like
I was gonna
2.5
say that was
minutes
like
is
a
probably.
minute in something. That one.
I think the longest song is like 2.5, 3 minutes. It's not long at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, most of the songs are like 1 minute and 15 seconds. There's like this cool intro that's like very spacey and vibey and kind of like just huge, and then there's kind of like a workout track in a way. It's very like dun 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 dun. Not the drums, but like the instrumentation is very like
Back and forth.
bouncy, and yeah, it's kind of like
Gotcha.
crazy. It's a lot. And then there's another one that's like an acoustic guitar. It's like a nylon string.
Oh, your
That one's
favorite instrument.
No, that one sounds really good. It's not that I hate acoustic guitars.
I know.
I just
I
don't.
just bug you with it because it's not your thing.
I don't tend to like acoustic songs, but this is different because it's not like a slow kind of ballad like whatever it is. It's like it has the acoustic nylon, but it has like banging drums behind it, so it's got this cool like kind of rhythm to it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And honestly, these songs are insane. There's this one called Sunshine that was actually a beat that I was gonna use for my beat store, and I ended up just not using it because I was like, I don't really like this. And then I was showing him beats because he's like, oh, hey, what do you want to work on? And then, because we only had really one idea, him when he came here, he had this one song called Pray With Me. And so I was just like, all right, let's do that. And then after we kind of worked on that for a while, he's just like, okay, let's do something for you now. Like, let's work on some beat that you have maybe. And I was like looking through the beats, and then we find this one. I'm like, this is kind of crap. But then he's just like, wait, I kind of like that. Let's do that. And I'm like, really? This one? This is like bad. And he's like, nah, man, like it's a vibe. And I'm like, all right, bet. So then he started writing to it, just like mumbling over it. I'm like, yo, this is insane. This is a hit, like hardcore. This is so good. Like people are gonna love this. So we recorded like all the vocals like the last 2 days. And we'll have some background vocals here and there that like we still need to record, but he has a mic at his house, or it's actually similar to mine, but it's just bigger. His let me see, mine's called the Origin and his is called the Spirit. It's the same line of microphone. But yeah, he's honestly like, yo, we're killing it, like this is like next level. And I'm like, yeah, dude, this is next level. So I think maybe in a month or two, it should be out, like the first song, like as a single. And then I think he wants to do it like for maybe Valentine's Day, but maybe not. I don't know what his plan is exactly.
It's sound aimed EP?
Sort of. It's no. It's not really like a love EP, but the first song, Pray With Me, is kind of this like romantic but like biblical kind of like pray with me.
Oh, so you wanted the single out on Valentine's Day.
That's what he's planning.
I thought you meant single released sometime and then EP released Valentine's Day.
No,
that makes more sense if that song is more specifically lovey-dovey.
Yeah, I mean that's like a potential idea for the release date, but we don't know yet.
Yeah.
But he just left like not too long ago, and he's off
to
go to his friend's house. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Yeah. That's why it took me so long, because we're just going hard in the paint, bro. Like literally, I was driving him to the bone. Like he was just recording take after take after take. He's like, dude, what are you doing out here? You're like leaving me out here on an island. Like, what's going on? You deserted me. I'm like, oh, sorry, my bad. I was on my phone. I was on Reddit.
And, you just had it looping for him?
Yeah,
and you just
exactly.
completely spaced him out?
Yeah, I totally forgot. Like, I got distracted. So yeah, that was fun. And then, other than that, I wanted to say something else. I don't know, but that's what I've been up to, at least. Oh, the other thing.
There you go.
I'm going to Vegas tomorrow for 3 days for the weekend.
Woo. What for?
Yeah, I don't want to go, but I'm going for my longtime family friend's 50th birthday.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Where y'all staying?
They're Hungarians. We're staying at their house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just in Las Vegas. It's like outside of the strip. Like it's not too far from the actual like
you're
main
outside
area.
Of Vegas, but you're still like within Vegas.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Just in like the neighborhoods around it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have a very nice house. It's nice and big, and it's got this nice open area for like the kitchen and living room. It's very nice. The ceiling is very high. It's a 1-story house though, which is
that makes sense for.
Yeah.
A lot of those houses out there are kind of like. They look a lot like Palm Springs, like villas.
Mm-hmm.
Like they fit that same like that deserty vibe. Of course, I mean it's Las Vegas,
yeah,
but like they all have that same
deserty.
That same feel, like pebbles
it's
in the front,
that kind of
in the what do you call it? The planter, pebbles and rocks and like gravel instead of grass 'cause it's too hot.
Yeah, I don't know what they have out front. I know they got a huge tree, which is super cool because it looks really nice.
You should scale it.
I mean, it's not that big. It's like I can just jump onto it. It's not tall, but it's like wide. But yeah, we're going over there for the birthday party, and it's not something I really want to do because that's like it's so far, and like I have to go out of the house.
Well,
I
at
have
least
to
you're
travel.
not staying like in Vegas for 3 days.
Dude, yeah, that would be terrible.
Vegas
like,
is
Vegas
good for
is
like
so packed.
Vegas is good for like 2 days max.
If you're going to be gambling and drinking and
Yeah, like
clubbing.
if you're going to Vegas for Vegas,
yeah,
you're like a weekend is enough. Like you don't need more than a weekend at Vegas.
I'm not even into that kind of stuff, so I'm just like so put off by Vegas.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't like long drives. I don't know. I'd rather fly, but I know it's like super close. So it's only
like
4 hours.
Way more expensive to fly just to Vegas.
Yeah. But if it's anywhere else, of course, I would fly.
I don't know.
Like I wouldn't want to drive to freaking Sacramento or San Francisco again. It takes so long.
Like 2 hours, 3 hours.
What? No. It takes 8 hours to get up there from here.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of San Diego. I'm thinking of San Diego.
No, San Diego is
like
the one that's
2
below
hours,
us.
3 hours. I'm like, that's not that far, bro.
Yeah, it's like 2. Yeah, it's not that bad.
Well, if you're by yourself, yeah, but I mean, you make a road trip out of it.
I don't know. I don't like road trips.
I can tell.
You
don't like a lot of social things in cars and social things.
I like social things in its own time.
Exactly.
Like I've a very like limited tank for social things.
Yeah,
you know?
It's like an hour and a half.
I'm working on it. But
well, that's just your vibe.
I mean,
that's
just my vibe.
A problem.
I like to chill, you know. I like to chill. I like to spend a lot of time alone.
Okay.
And
with your right hand?
No.
Oh, you're a lefty? All right.
No. Anyways, that's kind of what I got going on. This weekend is going to be action-packed. We're going to a nice dinner, I think. And we're going to eat some bomb food. Bro, we got some bomb-ass food. For sure. And, yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. 50 is a big number.
Also, I don't know what you're going to do in Vegas. I don't know what you could do.
We'll probably go to, like, a buffet or something. And we'll go, like, I know that there's a bunch of stuff around. Like, there was a shooting range that we went to one time.
Vegas is great for stuff like that because you can go out in the desert and they'll let you, like, shoot bazookas and, like, 50 cal machine guns because it's all legal out there.
Yeah.
And, like, California, you can't do any of that. You got to go out to, like, Nevada for all that stuff.
Yeah, there was this one video that I saw where it was, like, this lot, but you could drive a tank over cars.
Yeah.
And, dude, it's insane.
Yeah.
Imagine just, like, the sheer amount of power just, like, plowing over a car and just, like, rendering it to pieces. That'd be insane.
Destruction is fun.
Yeah, I don't really partake in too much destruction.
No.
You know what? Okay. When I was a kid, I really liked fire.
I mean, fire's cool.
Fire's
everybody's a pyromaniac. Everybody.
To some extent.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't think I ever set anything on fire. Like, I don't think I ever burned anything, like, real bad. But...
we burnt a spider.
Oh, yeah. You did.
Well, Dale did. I just recorded it. And I trapped it.
You know, we still have yet to go camping. Speaking of fires.
What do you mean camping?
Like, actual camping.
Like with
like
everybody?
In the woods. Like, with some select few.
Well, I don't know what Mondays are like, but you could throw that up to everybody on Tuesday and be like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they probably would. I haven't been to Monday, dude.
People are going up to Mammoth this weekend. They're going to go snowboarding and skiing.
Oh,
A handful of people went backpacking late last year.
Wow.
So like, yeah.
Okay.
We do all the things.
Dude, I would go. Backpacking is fun.
Yeah, they did the backpacking like right when I first started Tuesdays. So like, I didn't really know anybody, so I was like, I'm not gonna go on this. I would have gone if I knew people more, but.
Where did they go?
I am not sure. They went up there for Ryan. You know Ryan, right?
Ryan.
Ryan.
Ryan?
Ryan.
My neighbor's named Ryan.
No.
Do you know what my neighbor got my brother-in-law? A brand new like mini iPad worth like $800.
Cool.
Insane.
Cool.
I don't know why he did it. He also got him like $175 champagne.
Cool.
Actual champagne from Champagne, France.
Cool.
So he's literally trying to wine and dine him, bro. He's trying to get in, bro.
Well, looks like your sister better step up her game.
I know, right? Anyways, I haven't been to the Monday group in like weeks, in over a month. It's been kind of a long time.
When's the last time you talked to Kevin?
Like 2 days ago.
Really?
On the phone for like 50 minutes.
Oh, that's right. You guys still do your...
No. This was different. This was
oh gosh.
He just called me because he was dealing with some stuff and he just wanted someone to talk to.
Oh.
So I talked to him for like almost an hour. And it's good. I think he got a lot out of it, or at least I hope so. And it's I think he'll be fine.
Is he having lady problems?
No. I mean,
the one person to call is Mark.
Sort of, but also no. It's not necessarily, that's like not necessarily the main thing.
This isn't the place to talk about it, of course, because Kevin is not here and it's none of our business. I'm just asking you because I know his like
it's like finances.
Yeah, his work situation and all that crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he went back to the shop. For
yeah, I mean,
reason.
it's like, I mean, having a girlfriend costs a lot, so
yeah,
all of his, like, a lot of his money is going to her.
Also,
now. I even told him that's like a conversation he needs to have with
absolutely.
her. Like,
me and Sophie have already had that conversation.
Yeah.
We live so far apart that it's like, yeah, we're splitting up days. It's gonna be equal. Who comes up to me, or when I go down to her. It's like it's gotta be.
Where
equal.
does she live?
She lives in San Clemente.
Holy crap, dude! She lives far.
I can make it in like 30-something minutes if I book it. So.
If
I just
is there like a
stay in the carpool lane.
Okay.
And go like 85.
That's not that bad.
Yeah,
though.
it's like
30
I
minutes?
get like 30-something minutes. Yeah.
What road do you take?
I haul ass on the freeway, man.
Just on the 5 or the 405 or which
5,
one?
yeah.
Dang.
91 to 55 to the 5.
Okay.
And then carpool it up. Usually I go down there before traffic, so it's not a problem. But I went down last night. I left at like 5:30 or something. And like traffic was bad, so I just like, screw it. My windows are dark enough. I'm just going to sit in the carpool lane and floor it at 85.
Nice.
And then I passed a whole bunch of cops on the other side of the freeway for an accident, so I knew I was in the clear.
Oh, yeah.
Because
typically
everybody's
when
in
there's
that spot.
Yeah, when there's cops it congregated in an area, it's just like you're kind of safe.
You got a good radius of not going to have a
like
problem
no
for
cops.
a while, yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I see cops, I'm like, oh shoot, and then I pass by them. I'm
cool,
like,
I can floor it a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't really got to worry too much now. Dude, okay, for months I've had my my registration sticker like in an envelope.
And you just haven't put it on?
I put it on the other day, like last week, and it took me like 2 months to put it on. It was like a November sticker, and I put it on in January.
Yeah.
So
well, I mean, it's not like you've been driving.
No.
So
it's just funny.
Are you the type to? Are you the type to just
pulled over one time?
Go ahead. I'll ask the question after. Go ahead. How did you get pulled over?
No, okay.
Was
so
it for registration?
typically, yeah. Typically, what I do is I'll put it on there, but then I'll take a knife and like slice it.
Well, yeah, that's what you do if you live in an area where people can tear it off and use it on their own car.
Yeah, but I just do it anyways.
Yeah, but
even though
they make them so that when you try and peel it off, it comes off in pieces.
Oh, they do?
Yeah. So like if you put it on, okay, so when you get a new one, do you just slide it over the old one?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I peel off the old one and put on the new one.
Oh yeah, I've been stacking them up.
Don't cut the next one. And then when you have to put the other one on top of that,
just take all the old ones off.
Try and peel the old ones off, and they will come off in little tiny pieces. They make it this certain way so that they can't just be peeled off.
Oh, interesting.
But I mean, I can guarantee you there are people that probably know how to get them off safely, which is why people slice them up for that reason too. If you live in an area where it's common for people to need to steal your registration, which you live in Irvine in a community, I think you're fine, bro.
I'm definitely fine. Okay, I don't even know where I got that idea from to cut it up.
I mean, I've seen stuff on like Reels or like that was from TikTok. That's like someone recording themselves cutting it up. It's like if you know, you know.
I must have
those,
like taken it from there.
I haven't seen it in years, but
yeah, I must have taken it from that or something because I don't even know where I would have gotten the idea from.
I can tell you.
But yeah, I got pulled over one time because of my registration because I didn't have enough money. But I was like, this was years and years ago. It was maybe 2017, 2018, and I was driving around, and mind you, this was like over by UCI, and I was trying to make money. I was driving Lyft to get some money for the registration, but I was like so broke. I mean, what's new? But anyways, so cop pulls me over. I'm like, I've never gotten pulled over. Like, what could I possibly be getting pulled over? Yeah, I only got pulled over one time ever, and it's this time. This is the story. So I pull over. I'm like, okay, it must be my registration because like I haven't gotten it in like 2 months. And he pulls me over. He's like, I pulled you over, and I'm like, is it my registration? He's just like, yeah, you need to take care of that. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to make money right now. I'm like out driving. I just don't have any money. He's just like, yeah, just take care of it as soon as possible. I'm like, all right, thank God. A warning? Yeah, I was just like, oh, thank you, Jesus.
That's a nice police officer.
Yeah, dude, if I had gotten a ticket, it's just like, man, I got to pay this ticket, and then like, I also got to pay the registration. It's like I already don't have money.
And to work to pay for the ticket, you got to drive the car.
I got to drive the car.
With an expired registration, so you got to get another ticket because you're trying to pay off the first one.
Imagine.
Now that same cop will see you. He's like, bro, I'm just trying to pay off the ticket now. He's like, all right.
Yeah. So yeah, God was watching over me for sure.
Yeah,
He was just like,
I've only been pulled over once, but I've been in cars many times getting pulled over.
Yeah, I don't think I've been in too many cars that have gotten pulled over.
I have. I was in the car with Kevin. Got a speeding ticket.
Oh, I remember. You guys were going.
We were coming back. No, we were coming back.
From up north.
Yeah, we were coming back.
Yeah.
And
you were going like 80.
Knocked out. I fell asleep in the car, and I wake up, and Kevin's nudging me. He's like, roll down the window, and I look over, and there's just a cop at the window, and I'm like, oh shit. I roll down the window, and I'm like, talk to him. Yeah, he was flooring it.
That's terrible.
But he was like, Kevin was like trying to be like, he was trying to like be all nice and cheeky with the cop. He was like, I don't even think he even let the cop talk. He just said, what'd you clock me at?
Oh my god.
Like he was trying to be like funny, but like he just came off like a bit of like a smart ass probably. He's like, what'd you clock me at? What'd you get me at? What was it?
Oh my gosh.
And then
dude, whenever a cop pulls up to me, I'm just like,
sorry.
Well, okay, I've only ever had a cop pull up one time, but I try and be as polite as possible. Yeah. And if
as long as they're polite.
I play these scenarios in my head.
Everybody does.
Yeah, I'm just like, if a cop pulls me over, like, this is how I'm gonna act. Like, I don't know. It's weird because, like, I live in a fine area, and there's not really much reason for me to get pulled over. I don't speed. I speed.
Everybody goes 5 to 10 over the speed limit. Unless you're on the freeway, which you can go like 20 to 30 over.
Yeah, but I'm never like hauling ass like crazy.
Yeah,
max I'll go is like 80.
Okay.
Which is like not that much.
I raced Caleb once.
Oh really?
We were we were getting food after a workout, and we were going back to Dale's. And me just being like a competitive person myself, I was like, I'm going to get there first just because.
Oh, no.
So I just started driving like I normally do. I drive naturally on the freeway when there's not heavy traffic, like 80, 85. And then Caleb, of course, just zooms past me. And I'm like, I'm going to catch up to him. So we were going back and forth, really open freeway. And I remember he's psychotic on the road.
Yeah.
On the freeway, I can understand taking high speeds on the freeway when there's no traffic. But I hit an off-ramp at 100.
What?
Because I wanted to overtake him and get on the off-ramp first so I could get in front of him.
You're insane.
So I hauled ass to get past him, and I clocked 100 as I was getting in front of him, and then I just let off the gas. And it was a long off-ramp, so I was able to cruise all the way down
I was
to
just
a
like,
nice,
holy
smooth
crap.
stop. And then once we were on
insane.
the street, he was psychotic. Like, he was going
just
probably
zooming through
80,
lanes.
like 80, 90 in residential. Like, he was just booking it. And I'm like,
no
I'm
way.
not going to do that, dude.
There's no way.
Residential, I'm not that crazy.
That is so dangerous.
You can win.
It's
I'll go like
you would,
60. If it's like
That's
50 speed limit,
still,
I'll go like 60.
Okay, that's not
Yeah.
that bad.
Yeah. That's the
But if
highest
it's-
that residential, or not residential. I shouldn't say residential. I should just say streets.
Okay.
So like just
See,
on,
residential's
just
like you go
residential's
25
25,
max. Yeah.
Yeah, no, not residential, sorry. I mean,
I was like,
I mean like
residential?
just
That's,
like
like,
main
insane.
streets and like
Yeah.
roads to
That's
get.
still
yeah,
insane.
Yeah, he's well, because San Clemente, like Mission Viejo, they have these really long stretches of just roads. So
Yeah.
it's like it's always 50, and it's like 3-lane 50. So it's like we were going back and forth for a while. I was just like weaving around him and stuff, going to normal, probably like 60-ish, just to
Yeah.
stay in front of him. But then he decides to, once he found an opening, he gunned it, and then he just took off. And I never caught up to him because like I'm not that crazy. I'm not gonna do that. Because that's a speed difference of you are arrested. You don't get a ticket.
Yeah.
If you're over like what it was like, if you're 20 or 25 over, it's considered reckless driving. And if
Yeah,
it's
and
really that
that's
far
way-
over, then you just
You're
get arrested
going to
and your
jail.
car gets
You're
impounded.
going-
Yeah, you're going to jail for
They're
endangerment
taking,
of others or whatever.
Yeah, that's psychotic.
Yeah, that's a lot. So like I'm not that crazy. I only really drive like that if I'm by myself. If I have other people in the car, I drive pretty reserved.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. It's like speeding and all that, like weaving through traffic just to try and like have some fun and get around people and going in the carpool lane and like hauling ass by myself. If I got someone else in the car, I'll do the average, go 75, 80 or whatever on the highway.
Yeah.
Go 10 over on the roads or whatever. But
Yeah, dude, if you're going like 50 in a 35,
yeah, that's
in a 35,
yeah, that's the speed. That's what I was going when I got my ticket.
yeah,
It was a 35 because it was downhill.
35.
So it was like a 45 or something because it was a road,
Yeah.
and then once it turns into downhill, speed is automatically
it's turned to
35.
35.
So I was going probably 45-ish, and then I pushed up more because I wanted to get around the school bus. And then I pushed up more, which put me like to 50. And then I got around the school bus, and I just coasted down the hill, like with my foot near the brake. And I was just coasting down. And then I passed the cop, and he yanked me. But
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of 35,
You're turning 35.
no, but our podcast episode is.
It is episode 35 of the What Were We Talking About podcast. That is a beautiful segue. That is the most beautiful segue I think we've had in a long time. Anyway, welcome. Episode 35.
Yeah, at the very end of the episode, basically. I mean, we're almost at the end of it.
Almost. We got a little bit more.
I gotta go early though, cause like
Define early.
I mean, in the next couple of minutes. I mean, my mom's saying wrap it up because it's loud. It's loud, well, she said.
Don't be loud.
I'll try and be quiet.
Don't be loud.
Yeah,
we're in production. We're live.
I mean, yeah, but also we got to wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So, my mom's trying to sleep. My mom's got to drive.
Well.
She's the one driving us.
Well. Maybe you guys should do shifts.
Maybe. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, this episode has been about driving a lot.
About illegal activity.
I mean, some of which, yeah.
About death, celebrities, and driving. Which isn't a bad thing. Besides the death and Vegas.
Yeah.
So you could be driving on your way to Vegas while speeding.
And hit a celebrity. And they die. No.
And that's every topic we had so far.
That would be terrible.
It'd be kind of funny.
No, it would not be funny at all. The loss of life is never funny.
I remember I've always seen like this, I don't remember it was a TikTok or a reel, but it's when you get in a car crash with your best friend, and it's just it's a guy, he plays, of course, both the friends or whatever, but it's like him in like a fake car, and he's just like mangled, like in the crash position, and then he starts laughing, and then the friend starts laughing. It's like, you get in a car crash with your friends, you're just gonna laugh. Unless someone's actually injured. But, like, if you're just like, you okay? I'm good. That was funny.
I mean, if you're alive.
Yeah, if you're like, you okay? I'm good. Yeah. How are you? I'm fine.
Your arm's just like. It's just like.
Yeah. Yeah. I could totally see having that reaction.
Gosh, I don't even know what I would do. I've never been in a car crash. Okay, well, technically.
Fender bender is different than, like, car crash, accident.
Yeah, car crash.
If your car is totaled or, like, flips, or you're needing an ambulance and not just pulling over to deal with your insurance with the other person, that's different.
I've never been in a car crash. Yeah, I've been in some, like, fender benders.
I've seen like one. That. I was, like,
dude,
3 cars away from one once.
I literally saw a car that was, like, in the same parking lot. It was maybe 50 feet away. And this was after church this weekend, and there was a car crash. Like one of the cars was pulling out of the spot, and then another car was coming like this.
Oh, so they T-boned them.
The whole fender came off of this.
Scraped
this
the
one.
front of the car.
The whole fender came off. The whole front bumper.
Nice.
I don't even know how it happened, but apparently, I guess someone wasn't paying attention, and they were like pulling out of the spot, and then like the lady was coming, and she like, I don't know, dude, but it was ridiculous. I was like, there's no need for that to happen at church, like for real, like pulling out of the parking lot for real.
Well, that's just people not paying attention.
Just people being dumb. I was like, come on, man, like y'all could at least be a little bit smarter.
Yeah, I remember I was probably like 5 or 6 cars in front of an accident that was behind me. So I was coming back from
oh, dude, I have this other story about it. You tell yours first.
I was coming back from, I think we were doing a job in Palm Desert, but I only went out for the day, so I was driving back at the end of the day. So it was like kind of heavy traffic, but it was moving at like a decent speed, like 50 or 60 or something, but it wasn't like open road. And it was night. It was late. Coming back, and I'm in the fast lane, the far left, and then there's the there's like the fast track lane or whatever that has the stupid pylons or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting in the fast lane, and I look in my mirror, and I see a car. No, I pass a car that's just in the fast track, stopped. Like they're just it's a 1 lane. That fast track's a 1 lane. And I go by it, and I look in the mirror. I'm like, why is that car just stopped? And when I look in the mirror, the car coming up behind it in the fast track, boom, smacks the back of the one that was just stopped. And the one that was stopped ends up turning into the fast lane that I was in. Oh, and another car hit it that was in the fast lane. But that would have been me 5 cars. If I was 5 cars behind, that would have been me. So I just barely missed that huge accident of however many piled up cars would have ended up hitting each other in the heavy traffic.
I mean, thank God, man. That's crazy.
I saw it and I'm like, did that car just get hit? Oh, that car just got hit. Oh, that one just got hit too. Like, ooh.
Dude.
Yeah.
There was this one time where Elijah was still living here, and I think it might have been like the night before he was going to leave or something like that. We were having some sort of a celebration. We were all out to dinner, and they're like, oh, dude, we had like 3 huge nacho platters at this one restaurant. It was humongous. There was like cheese, jalapenos, like meat, like all these different things on these nachos, and like it was good, bro.
Wasn't I there for it?
You were there, weren't you?
Wasn't that when all the guys got together and we had like 4 of those nacho plates?
Yeah, you were there, right?
I was there. Kevin was there.
Yeah.
A few of us
okay,
were
so
there,
you know exactly what I'm talking about then.
I remember the night. So I don't remember there being a... Oh, wasn't this in the parking lot?
No. This was when we were going to get cookies afterwards. But I
remember so much from that night.
I got left behind because there was a car crash right in front of me.
Yeah, you did say that.
Cause there was so the light was red for us, and apparently, I don't know if the light was red for us or the light was green for us. Yeah, or the other intersecting. But anyways, it was red for one of the wrong people, and then like one of them went and was like turning. Oh, I think I think it was green for us, and then it was red for the one coming our way.
Yeah.
So like
the opposite.
The lady's turning. Yeah, the lady's turning, and then this guy comes and like hits him. Or no, other way around. This guy is turning. I don't know how it was.
Somebody hit somebody in the middle of the intersection.
In the middle of the intersection, and I was like, "What the frick is going on?" And like I had to stop. I had to pull over. I was like, "What
Are
the
you
frick?
Okay?
That could have been me." And then like I had to pull over into the parking lot, and then I was like, "What do I do?" Like, I just witnessed this. Like, do I call the cops? And I was just like, no, the cops are already coming. They're already, like, here. Because, like, someone already called.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what in the world?
You guys waited around, though, right?
I waited around for a while.
Yeah, well, I mean, were there a lot of cars around?
There was like a decent amount of cars. It was like a normal night.
Yeah.
It wasn't, like, too many cars.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if you had a pretty good sight of what you saw...
I told them what I saw.
Yeah, I was going to say, then you would stay because you were a pretty visual witness.
I think I told them what I saw, but I don't think they needed us.
I remember you guys talking about how you stayed, but I don't remember.
I did stay.
I remember hearing about that.
I don't think they needed us, though.
Well, they probably got enough statements by then that they didn't need yours.
Yeah. So, like, so I was just like, oh, I'm leaving, dude. And I was like shook. I was shook, dude, and I didn't even get no cookies. I don't think. No, I did.
Yeah, you did,
but I didn't like them.
Well, we bought just like a box full of them.
Yeah, a box full.
And people just took them out, took pieces of them, and then we got purple drink.
Yeah, I didn't really care for it too much. The cookies
they're high sugary and the frosting and all that too. They were good.
Oh, and then we performed like Folgers or something.
I think I have that on my phone.
Out of the car.
I think I have that on my phone. Yeah.
Dude. That's crazy.
Like Space Trash.
No, it wasn't that song.
Didn't you do that one too?
I think no, I don't. No, because we didn't have that yet.
Was it Folgers?
I think it was Folgers because it was before Elijah's wedding. It was like way before. Like he was just moving out to Texas, so this was like January, I think. So we wrote Context in like the next coming months.
Yeah, right.
And then May is when we released that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was kind of crazy.
That was a fun night.
It was a nice night, yeah.
Mike was with, I can't remember who Mike was with, but they kept missing their off-ramp, and that's why they were really late. I mean, they weren't as late as you, but yeah, I remember they were like arguing with each other still while we were there about how, I can't remember who was driving.
Was he with Mark, the other one?
I can't remember if it was Mark or not, but I know Mike was in the car. Yeah. I don't remember who was driving or who the other person was. But they were like, because they were doing like construction on the highway. So there were all these cones that were like blocking off ramps.
Dude, I hate when that happens.
But they kept like thinking it was closed, but it wasn't. So they were missing the off ramp. And then eventually I can't remember whoever was driving just decided they were in like the far left, and they just saw an open one that they were about to pass, and they hauled ass to the right, and they just hooked it, and completely like flew off the side of the freeway, like they just gunned it over. Luckily, we were out late enough. Yeah, we were out late enough that there was nobody on the road.
Yeah.
Over by
dude, when people do that, I'm like, what are you thinking?
Like there's another videos. Yeah, it's like there's another exit 30 seconds down the road.
There's an exit every mile.
Yeah, just go to the next one and turn around.
There's an exit every mile, dude.
Yeah,
like
it's not a problem, but it's people.
Yeah.
I've done this with Kevin. I've done that with Kevin. I was in with Kevin and George, and we were going to the Angels game with everybody. Yeah, I don't think you went. Mark was there. But we were going to the Angels game, and Kevin drove, and we had to get off at Orangewood Avenue. And I was doing nav on Kevin's phone. I put it on Kevin's phone, and I put his phone up, and then Kevin wasn't paying attention. And I'm like, Orangewood. And I'm not going to yell now because of people, and it's 9:41. But I was like, I was screaming Orangewood, and he did the same thing. He hooked it right. But it was in the middle of the day, so there was a moderate amount of traffic.
Oh
so he hauled ass and weaved through and got off on Orangewood. Like,
that's insane.
I mean, I would
fear for my life.
I was helping the pressure to get off on that off ramp because I was like, "Oh, you got plenty of room. Get over. Orangewood."
I would have been like, if I didn't have enough time, I would be like,
yeah, I'll
make the next one.
Yeah, but
I'm not gonna jeopardize everybody's life. That was the fun
because he was slowly trying to get over, and then he wasn't getting over quick enough. Like, he was being too lenient and letting other people go. So I was like, you got to get over, man.
Yeah, when you're driving a 2-ton death machine, it's just like, kind of got to be a little bit more cautious.
Yeah, especially with other people in the car.
Exactly.
The more you know.
The more you know. I mean, I'm kind of tapped out on subjects. Like, that's all I really got.
I think that's a perfect note to end on.
Hey.
Don't be stupid in the car.
Yeah, don't be an idiot.
Don't be because you
see those compilations on YouTube. It's called Idiots in Cars. Yeah. Go look it up. You'll see. Don't be like one of those people.
Don't be stupid. We know you're not because you're a beautiful viewer of the What Were We Talking About podcast. But don't be like those people. Don't be stupid. Unless it's a completely empty freeway and you're by yourself where no one can be in danger except for you because of the stupidity of your own actions.
I don't necessarily agree with that message.
I do, because I have been that stupid person, and I have enjoyed my time on the freeway coming back from San Clemente, where it's completely open at like 12:30 at night, and it's like an open 6-lane highway down there, and it's smooth because it's fairly new, and you can just go, and you can get home in 30-ish minutes because there's no cars on the highway, and cops don't usually sit around that area, and you can just put 95 on your cruise control and just have a nice time. But don't do as we do as we say. And as we say is don't be stupid. And it's not stupid.
Don't do as we do.
Don't do as we do as we say, which is don't be stupid. And it's not stupid.
Hitting that subscribe button.
But listening and watching this beautiful episode, number 35 of the What Were We Talking About podcast. Yeah. Interesting. I did not think this week was going to go in this direction.
Yeah, I had no idea.
So, yeah, that's where it went. I planned on seeing a movie this week to talk about, but I didn't see it. I was going to see King's Man.
Oh.
It's still in
maybe
theaters.
We'll go see that in Vegas.
I might. Oh, there you go. Yeah. I might see it Sunday. We'll see.
Yeah, let me know how it goes. I might want to go see that.
Yeah. Yeah, because you were very adamant on seeing it when we were talking about when it was coming out. And then we never got around to it. That was the one that you seemed the most excited for at the time.
Yeah, I don't think I even saw like the second one. Anyways, this has been episode 35 of the What Were We Talking About podcast.
It has.
Tune in next week Or tune into previous week.
Or tune into every other episode, 34 episodes before this one.
Yeah.
If you need to catch up.
We're getting better at this.
I'm fine at it. You're the one that's very...
I mean,
and
in
you
general,
go out of your way to do that.
I mean, in general, the whole podcast, like talking.
I talk fine. I talk my ass off.
Sure.
I had no topics coming in tonight. But then you brought up one thing, and it derailed me onto a slather of things. You're welcome, Internet.
Slather.
You're welcome, Internet. And you're welcome, Mark.
Yeah.
And you're welcome, you specifically. You, the listener and viewer, you. I see you.
That's making me uncomfortable.
I see you. I know you're watching. I know you're listening. I know you love it. And you'll love it so much that you'll be back next week for episode 36. And we will see you then.
Ciao.
See ya.